Okay, if there are, if there are no spoilers to the last hour, then okay. I guess I know. If they are gonna spoil something, I know. Okay. Here we go. Show me what's coming, game. I recently got nostalgic about Star Rail. Which, by the way, is crazy because I still play Star Rail, but I got nostalgic about like when it came out and the story was good and I was playing through the story. I just want more story. The writing of the main quest line was so good.
I always knew you were a dark horse, Mr. Yang.
Well, speak for yourself. You know, Albert,
right, well.
if I had met you a few years ago, my creative career would have taken a more interesting turn.
He's an animator, I know, and game developer or such.
I heard you had something new in the works. What's it about? Let me guess. The Adventures of the Nameless.
Well, it's early concept at the moment. The Express crew has given me a lot of food for thought. But still, when it comes to key plot points, I'm in need of some inspiration.
Ooh, inspiration. How about,
How about this?
We give you some ideas.
Is Capcom Blade?
After all, when it comes to scripts, we're seasoned professionals.
I assume.
Security! Security!
Okay.
The
Okay.
rules of this game are
Woo.
like reality. We all
Oh, we
think
know this.
we have infinite possibilities.
Why is the volume so low?
But when you really analyze it, every question and answer is constrained.
Ah,
by
people are gonna
previous
nerd out
choices.
about her. Ah, dang it.
Relax.
Great character though. Kafka is a really cool character in the story. It is gonna be whale time.
Time to say bye.
I am immune. I am immune, proudly, to her seduction. Blade, I don't know.
Face can blot out the sin of your past.
I'll need more of his story first. Blade looks cool.
Fail. Defend you.
Blade looks cool.
Release your full potential. The power you carry is
I don't know who that is.
opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor. Has coming here triggered your memory.
Ooh,
What happens?
very cool area. New enemies, very cool.
You, and you. All three of you are staying right here.
Ah, so we're gonna get a story with the swordsman.
Let me show you to despair, suffer, crumble, turn on one another. And
Oh,
destroy
is that-
which you love with your own hands?
I was about to say because the main storyline is the. Wasn't it the hunt against Yoshi? I forgot the hunt. You know the name. Isn't that thematically what it is? It's Yoshi and the centaur guy. It is Yoshi. Come on. I don't know that the other one is Lan. It could be Lan. That name is not as memorable, so I don't know. But thematically, that's the two sides, right?
Whether or not your world
Very
has
cool.
a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
And I use my
I'm
codes
your buddy
already.
Albert, and welcome to the version 1.2 Even Immortality Ends special program. Today, we have 3 special guests in the hot seats. Introducing...
Hey guys, I'm Cheryl Texera, and I voice Kafka.
Hey there, I'm Damon Mills, and I voice Blade.
Hi, folks. My name is Corey Landis, and I voice Welt.
Guys, it's great to have you with us.
Alright, I'm ready.
That trailer was a roller coaster. Corey, your thoughts?
It was cool.
Whoa, me already? Okay. It looked like various factions.
Look, it
were
looked
getting ready
like
for battle.
not a school
I
fontaine,
think,
all right? Not a school
we're
underwater
one
fontaine.
Move away from a serious showdown here.
Alright.
Agreed. It was
Getting
cool to
clear.
see some new environments and enemies, too. better get my team in order.
You're gonna need to, my friend. In version
Like a broccoli.
1.2, the
Thank you for the 3 months.
Fu
Thank you.
will face a setback that threatens the fate of the whole alliance. The Trailblazer will need to pass through various delves and arrive at the location of the sealed ambrosial arbor, where a decisive battle with the one responsible for the Stellaron disaster awaits.
Not to mention, Don Hung finally gets reunited with the Astral Express crew.
Don Hung's journey has been longer than most could imagine.
Care to elaborate, Damon?
I almost forgot about that
Didn't
part.
say anything.
Almost forgot about it.
Trying to get me fired here. Editors, cut that bit out. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. The story left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last time.
It sure did. I mean, why
Look,
did
I didn't get
Gene
there,
Wright
all right?
deploy those forces? Who is he trying
Actually,
to
I
catch?
saw it actually.
And what about the
yeah.
Stellaron hunters? Where did they go after escaping?
Well, who says they went anywhere?
Cut that out too.
It's fine. It's not actually
I'm
massive
sure
spoilers
all
because
these
I
questions
read
will
you
be
about that.
answered in the upcoming story. Now, aside from Trailblaze mission updates, version 1.2 will see new characters coming to the war.
Alright, show me.
First on the scene, Blade.
Blade is visually really cool. I love the little cutscene. I love these cutscenes. I assume his character is gonna get a lot cooler in 1.2 though.
I have a question for Damon. If, say, there were 5 people, would I be one of them?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
Don't look at me. I don't know anything about anything. Okay?
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not one of the 5 people, but here is a fact for you.
Alright,
Whenever
go
Blade
ahead.
gets scary, it's the Mara flaring up.
Isn't he always scary?
He usually does what I tell him.
I should probably unpack that a little. Blade relies on Kafka's spirit whisper to suppress the Mara inside him.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Come on,
You
show
know,
me
most of
gameplay.
the time, Bladey's a nice, quiet boy.
Show me
Totally.
gameplay, because I actually don't know.
He's not a strong communicator, that's for sure.
actually have
I'm pretty
no
sure
idea.
half my recording sessions have focused
Also, I
on
can confirm
2
after
sounds.
using Luca.
Number 1. Number 2.
He is broken. I am expecting more
believe
broken characters.
It's strange that a lone wolf like him would want to team up with the Stellaron hunters. Unless Kafka's spirit whispered him into it.
Kafka was more of a go-between. The real reason Blade joined was because Elio promised him the outcome he desired.
Outcome? Meaning vengeance? Look, a certain someone on the Express has been having nightmares about this guy.
Not just vengeance, a funeral.
A funeral.
His own, to be precise. Through unexpected circumstances, Blade became immortal. His body
He's a
recovers from the
Darkin.
worst of sicknesses and the gravest of injuries, even from death itself. Those bandages aren't for show.
Darkin. Got
For
it.
Blade, immortality isn't a blessing. It's a curse that follows him wherever he goes.
Yikes. And I thought I had problems, huh? Well, let's leave something to the imagination here. I'm sure our Trailblazers will find out more about Blade's backstory as things unfold.
That's what I said.
For now,
1.2.
Let's take a look at what he's
I assume he's gonna
capable
get
of
really
on
cool in
the
1.2.
battlefield. Blade is a
show me.
wing-type character, following the path of destruction. By consuming his own HP, he's able to deal greater damage to enemies. And I guess that's the risk you take when you're immortal. Huh?
Blade's skill consumes a set amount of his own HP and initiates Hellscape. While Hellscape is active, Blade deals greater damage, and his basic attack is enhanced from Shard Sword to Forest of Swords.
I'm gonna
While
hate
Shard
playing
Sword is a
this.
single target attack, Forest of Swords deals damage to multiple enemies.
I got a question. Can Blade still use his skill if his HP isn't enough to cover the set amount?
In that situation, when Blade uses his skill, his HP decreases to 1.
Ooh, that sounds a little dicey.
So I
Big.
assume.
Well, there's a silver lining. When Blade's HP decreases, his talent is triggered, granting him a charge. When charges are fully stacked, Blade unleashes a follow-up attack on all enemies and recovers a set amount of HP.
Looks
When
like
Blade
it's
unleashes
in
his ultimate, his
slow-mo.
HP is set to 50% of his max HP, and he deals massive damage to a single target and adjacent
Very
enemies.
cool though.
HP for damage, huh? Interesting. No wonder he's so indifferent
No, he's gonna be good with
to being
shielders,
healed.
I assume. Because shielder
And the
can
more
give him low
HP
HP for
Blade
the buff,
loses, the more damage his ultimate deals.
Yeah,
but
it
preventing him
does.
from death.
Blade's technique, Karma Wind, also consumes his HP and deals wind damage to all enemies after entering battle.
When it comes to taking damage, Blade should be more afraid of himself
Alright.
than his enemies.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Ooh. New ultimate line, anyone?
Doesn't he also take damage though?
We can't let Blade
From
steal
what I
the show.
understood,
It's time to talk about another Stellaron hunter.
the
His
lower
partner
he
in
is on,
crime,
on health,
Kafka.
the more damage he deals. And he takes damage from his skill, right? Oh no, you're right. You're right that he won't get stack unless it goes through the shield, though, right? Right. If he still got a stack
Kafka's a familiar
while
face
having a
at this
shield
point in
up,
the story.
that would be really
She
good.
was the first person the Trailblazer set eyes on, and
Yeah, Lucha is gonna work.
Kafka must have been there for the Trailblazer's first wave.
Alright, this is gonna be
The
this is
first
gonna be
step.
Star Rail's most
No
profitable
wonder
one.
so many players are calling her.
Even they are joking about it. Look.
I don't think that's gonna get past the editors there, Albert.
Look, they
what
know.
I am interested
They know.
in is this. Since Kafka
They know
appeared
that
on
people
Herta's
call her a
space
monster.
station, she's managed to implant the Trailblazer with the Stellaron, hijack the Express's signals,
Yeah.
and draw the crew onto the Cienjo La Fu. It almost feels like she has the Trailblazer's destiny in the palm of her hand.
It's like Kafka said, when it comes to scripts, the Stellaron hunters are seasoned professionals.
Well, that might be the case, but that's not to say the Trailblazers' choices aren't important. What's a script without a director?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
I've got another question. Why did Kafka join the Stellaron Hunters?
Ooh. So, Kafka was born on Terriez 5, a planet that knows no fear. And literally, Kafka is unable to feel the emotion fear, and
Okay.
therefore cannot comprehend the value of life. When Elio promised to bring about a change for her, she signed up without a second thought.
Now, for someone
That's a
who
cool
can't
one.
feel fear, she
That's a
is
cool
pretty
motif.
great at making others feel it.
This scares you more than it scares me.
You want me to use my spirit whisper on him, Albert?
Yes. No. I mean, let's move on to Kafka's combat, shall we?
Yes.
Ah,
I
yes,
thought you'd never
okay.
ask.
Yeah,
So
show
Kafka
me
is
why
a
people are gonna
lightning
pull.
type character following the path of nihility, and she can deal additional damage over time to enemies.
I like dot
Her
damage.
skill deals lightning damage to multiple targets. If an enemy is afflicted with DOT, they receive an additional bout of DOT damage.
That is to say, if an enemy is already afflicted with DOT, they receive additional damage both during their turn and after Kafka's attack.
That's right.
I have to say, I have never in my life heard anyone ever call it DOT.
Right. Not to mention, additional damage doesn't replace existing DOT. I mean, did you think
I
Kafka
have
was gonna
never
take it easy on him?
in my
Come on.
life heard that.
Separately, after an ally uses a basic attack,
And
Kafka
I am the
will launch
boomer-
a follow-up attack. Kafka's
And I am the boomer from the generation that came up with this name. I have never in my life heard DOT.
ultimate, on the other hand, deals lightning damage
You
to
say it
all
like that?
enemies
Who
with
are
a
you?
chance of shocking targets and immediately dealing additional damage to those already shocked.
I don't believe you.
Kafka's technique can attack all enemies.
Oh,
within a
consistency
set
with
range
AoE,
and
sure.
deals lightning damage to all
Sure.
enemies after entering battle.
How elegant.
Well, she.
You know how you pronounce it?
Odd groups got left, even groups got right. That means 1, 3, 5, 7 left, over aggro. Okay, Nukit dot it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see enough dots. More dots now.
That's how you pronounce it, alright? That's how.
Likes elegant things, and
There you
there's
go.
a certain elegance to combat.
Kafka's abilities are kind of terrifying. Her enemies are like flies trapped in a web, slowly taking damage until...
Boom.
Ooh, hey, that was pretty good.
It was ketchup, don't worry.
Yeah, from HP sacrificing maniacs and emotionless sociopaths to the coolest kid on the block. It's time to introduce our next character.
What? Hey, that is a little harsh. Also, since when did Welt become the coolest kid on the block?
Now, think again. I'm talking about the born and bred Bellabog hero, Luca.
Oh, come on.
Alright. Alright, show me a fighter. Yeah, it's Vi. Of course it's Vi. Alright. To be fair, I love this character. I love his design. This character is really cool. Love this.
So that's the guy on the light cone.
He looks a little different on the light cone.
Luca.
No, he
is
seems
an
like they're the same. Come
underworld
on.
fighter that goes by the moniker Luca Strongarm. He's a member of Wildfire and apprentice to Oleg.
Wait, doesn't the underworld have a fight club? I guess that must be where Luca spends his time.
Oh, you better believe it. In fact,
All right, show me.
he's the Fight Club champion, and not only that, he's also a reliable operations consultant for the moles.
So he's with the moles, huh? Does Luca know he's a member?
Probably. The kids
Alright,
of
show
the
me more
underworld look
more
up to
mole
Luca in a big
storylines.
way. And the reason he fights is to set a good example of dedication and discipline. And speaking of fighting, let's take a look at him in action.
Luca is a physical type character following the path of nihility. After multiple attacks, he's able to launch an enhanced basic attack. His
Okay.
skill deals physical damage to a single target and
Very
has
cool
a chance
attack,
of
though.
inflicting
Very
bleed.
cool attack.
During battle, Luca can obtain fighting will through a variety of attacks. When fighting will reaches a certain number of stacks, Luca's basic attack is enhanced.
His enhanced basic attack deals 4 hits of damage, with the final hit dealing additional damage to enemies currently inflicted with bleed.
Kids today.
I like
No
this kid.
respect.
When Luca
As
unleashes
in,
his
kid,
ultimate,
as
in
in
addition to dealing damage,
abilities.
he also obtains fighting will, and there's a chance of increasing the target's damage received for a set number of turns.
Very cool. One punch.
And when your
Got
opponent's
it.
fist is the same size as your head, it's time to throw in the towel.
Yeah, well, it's the power of those punches that scares
Will they
me.
show the banners later?
I'm sure having a robotic arm is also a big help, but
'Cause I wanna
think
know
Luca's strength
banner is he gonna be
lies in
on.
his love of the sport. Oh, and I almost forgot. When using his technique during exploration, Luca obtains fighting will after entering battle.
Jeez.
Is it good?
Does this guy ever take a break?
Damn it.
Well, it was
Okay,
great
show
to
me.
start off the program with a character deep dive. Next up, it looks like we've got 2 brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp.
I still have no idea what light cones I
1.2.
should use for anyone, so.
Let's start with the Path of Destruction light cone, the unreachable side.
Oh, okay. Question.
Yeah,
The
see, if I want him, I will have to
Paradise
roll for
Blaze mentions
Kafka.
in his
Well-
ultimate line. Is that where he's standing right there?
I don't know what paradise means to you, Corey, but a barren sword-filled wasteland isn't my idea of a vacation.
Speak for yourself. Here's a fun fact. Each of those swords had an owner, and Blade was the last one to see them alive.
Oh, whoa! So he killed them for their swords. Only a brutal, calculated, jealous mind could do something like that.
You mean General
The
Grievous?
maniac
Yeah,
and
she's right.
Sociopath segment is over.
See, he's
Moving
General Grievous.
swiftly onto a 5-star Path of Nihility light cone. patience is all you need. Here, we see, our resident sociopath again.
She already did get a light cone. Everyone knows the one, I mean. She does not need a second one.
Okay, well, looks like Kafka's waiting for the main course to arrive there, huh?
What do you think's on the menu?
You wanna guess?
She does not
What
need
are
a
you looking at
second
me
one.
for? Come on, nobody eats out, right? During the first phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, Lost Soul, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Blade. During the same phase, in the Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone, the unreachable side, will be boosted. And
Why are they these? Why these again? Do we not have enough characters? Like, okay, why is there Natasha again? I assume it's because he needs a healer, right? That's why. And we literally don't have another healer in the game. Why? Like, everyone who pulled for Sela has a C6 Natasha. That's a fact. Or was it Sela or was it Lightning Lord? One of them had Natasha. I think it was Sela. And like, you don't? Okay, you have at least 4. Alright, maybe. It's like, okay, in other words, the whales who really went for that, they already have Natasha. They won't have the motivation to go for it again.
during the second phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, Nessun
Now
Dora,
this is a different story. Like, this is gonna be the most selling one. This is gonna beat everything. This is gonna beat Genshin. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe this is gonna be the most profitable ever. Ever. I think it's gonna wipe Raiden. It's gonna wipe the floor with Raiden easily. I don't know. I don't think you saw the Sela numbers. Because those... Exactly, she already did that. And I think this is gonna be more. Was it Nahida? Was Nahida... Is Nahida above Raiden?
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character
This one is gonna be
Kafka and
nuts.
4-star character Luca. And during the same phase, in the Light Cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Light Cone patience is all you need.
Was
will
Yelan
be
even done?
boosted. And that's
For a
wrap
solo
on
banner?
banners.
Solo. No duos.
Ooh, I need to lie down. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, I think Hudao was actually the one. Hudao Yelan is top. That's duo, so it's kind of hard to see who drove the numbers. But then again, to be fair, this is also a duo, so you know what? Yeah, it's safe.
Welcome back, everyone. As mentioned at the start of the show in version
Or not safe. What did I say? Fair. Fair is what I meant to say. It's fair.
1.2, before the Trailblazers
I think Kafka is gonna go
decisive boss
nuts.
battle, they will need to pass through various delves. No surprise then, that 1.2 would unlock 2 new areas. The Alchemy Commission.
No, you're right. Hold on. No, it's not duo. It's not duo as in it's still solo. You're right, because the 2 banners are not up at once. So you know what? I don't know if it's fair. It's slightly different. Whatever. I think she's still gonna win everything.
Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Now, the Alchemy Commission, is that where the Xianzhou makes its medicines, or...?
Ooh, you got it. The Alchemy Commission is one of the 6 commissions of the Lao Fu.
We know that.
And for no prize whatsoever, can anyone name all 6?
Not me.
Let's see, the Alchemy Commission, the Divination Commission.
The Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, the Cloud Knights. Oh, shoot, what was that?
I didn't
other
even know that
one?
they were like all like the same level of
Drum roll,
commissions.
please. The Homekeeping Commission!
Oh, that's right, that's right.
The Alchemy Commission used to focus their efforts on the way of immortality.
We know that.
But these days, it's all about medical research and treating diseases.
We know that.
Now, the Trailblazer came face to face with some Alchemy Commission folks in exalting sanctum.
We know that.
But things seemed a little off.
I don't want to create more work for the editors, but I have a theory that the reason why that...
Adjacent to the Alchemy Commission lies Scale Gorge Waterscape, the realm of the videographer.
Okay, so this
Just
is
ignoring us now.
this is not a
You've
school
got a lot
Fontaine.
to get
Actually, it's
through.
not a school
Where was
Enkanomiya.
I? Oh, along with the Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape,
Puzzles?
come new puzzles.
Of course.
Seems like Trailblazers will face a lot of new challenges on the road to the Ambrosial Arbor.
I like
Can't wait.
puzzles.
Oh,
I like these
Albert, are
puzzles.
you making Corey read off the teleprompter?
Puzzles aren't the only new challenges Trailblazers will be facing in these areas. There are monsters afoot. First up, a creature of indomitable
Very
size
cool.
and destructive power, the Malefic Ape. And next on the list, an entity rid of the burden of humanity that has remodeled itself in the way of immortality.
Uh-huh.
The Ascended. And finally,
Yen Ching? Why would the General's aides attack a Cloud Knight lieutenant?
all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Okay.
I think we skipped an enemy, Albert.
Okay.
You mentioned a boss lurking on the Cienjo Law Fu. Care for a sneak peek?
Oh, how could I forget?
Sure. Is it the lady? Is it the avatar of Yoshi? That's what I would assume. I am not gonna make any comments at all. I'm gonna ignore what I saw. I am not gonna make any comments at all. Very cool though. Very cool. Very badass.
Hold on to your hats, folks. It's Fantilia the Undying.
I hope they are gonna go as crazy as they did with the 1.0 finale, to be fair.
Wielder of the power of both the
That was still my
destruction
favorite
and
moment
the
in this entire
In
game.
her first phase, she summons
there,
abundance
look at-
lotuses,
look at-
which
look at
restore
it.
her HP and reduce the player team's skill points.
I hope they're gonna go
Weakening
crazy.
her enemies and strengthening herself
Yeah,
in one
Kogolia.
fell
That was
swoop?
insane. That was so good.
That's
And
why
like
choosing the-
Kogolia, I don't mean just the fight. I mean everything that went around the finale. From you going into space and, you know, dealing with Klipoth in the middle of all of that. And then you freaking getting the blade. And then the soundtrack on top of that. The entire thing was so good.
The right
I
moment to
hope they
destroy
go
those abundance
crazy again.
lotuses is so important.
It's not
Eliminating
just the
an abundance
Kogolia
lotus
fight.
recovers
It's
3 skill
everything
points.
around it.
Well, you know, when you borrow something, you gotta give it back.
Now, in her second phase, Fantilia uses her destruction power to summon destruction lotuses. These lotuses reduce ally max HP and when in bloom, deal damage to a single target.
So, should we just wait for
So it's kind of like the Kogolia pillars, except it's single target, not AoE.
them to stop blooming before we take them out?
No, I doubt the power of the destruction is as simple as that.
Oh, you're not wrong, Cheryl. When the lotuses aren't in bloom, their toughness doesn't receive damage. As such, Trailblazers should seize the moment when the flowers are open to break their weakness.
I see.
And finally, in the third phase, Fantilia goes.
That's spoilers, though.
What terrible
Come
trick does
on.
she have up her sleeve? I'm afraid Trailblazers are gonna have to wait to find out.
I'm curious, where did Fantilia
You need to
even come
hide how
from?
many phases
How
the boss
come she
has.
can use
There better
the
be a-
powers of the
there better be
abundance
one more
and
phase
the
that-
destruction?
You didn't even
I hate to
mention.
be that guy again, but all will be revealed in the version 1.2 story.
Yeah, don't spoil your own
Anyone
fights.
here
Come
getting
on.
Deja vu.
Hey, I can't go spilling all the beans. When the main story combat draws to a close, Fantilia the Undying will join the Echo of War and drop the advanced trace materials required for Blade, Kafka, and Luca. Regret of Infinite Okama.
And a quick reminder, Trailblazers, Echo of War has a limited number of weekly rewards, so don't forget to plan ahead.
Also, in version 1.2, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Celestial. is arriving, which drops the brand new character essential material, Ascendant Debris. This is also the essential material required for Blade.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's time to talk about version 1.2 events.
Alright, man.
I've been
Okay,
waiting
this
for
is where
segment.
they always
Let's
go
start with
crazy.
Tales of the Fantastic. The crisis on the Xianzhou Laofu has subsided, and the feats of the Nameless can be heard on every street corner. Starskiff Haven storyteller, Mr. Cien, is interested in the Astral Express's tale, eager to
So
work
that's
his
gotta be something
storytelling
tiny.
magic.
Oh, yeah, the storyteller.
You can
I'm
tell based on the
familiar with
rewards.
him. I wonder what he'll do with the Trailblazer story. His artistic license and collage editing bring all kinds of tales to life.
Well, that's Mr. Cien, all right. To spruce up the tale, he's given us a set of protagonist models.
Protagonist models? What's that?
I hear it's kind of a magical object invented by one of the scriptwriters at the Immersion Club. It industrializes the scriptwriting process. As long as you follow its guidance, you'll be able to captivate an audience with your storytelling. To unleash the full potential of the protagonist models, the Trailblazer must accompany Mr. Cien into the past and visit historical battle locations.
That's cool.
Now, the name might be a little dull, but don't underestimate the protagonist
cool, to be fair.
models. Different combinations have different effects. Once the protagonist models have been properly refined, Legend of the Trailblazer can be a runaway hit.
Oh, this sounds like a fun event.
Well, there's more where that came from. The next event is called Underground Treasure Hunt. The underworld appraiser, Bellaway the Miner's Lamp, is making a comeback.
They
There's gonna be
say
something
that in
smaller.
Bellabog's great mine, ancient ruins have been discovered.
Hey, people
where
love the
many
mine
rare
cards.
treasures and relics are waiting to be identified. However,
Come on, mine cards.
according to the senior treasure hunter Axe, there exists a space beneath the ruins where relics of even greater value may be found. The only thing is, the road to the ruin depths is filled with all kinds of danger.
Treasure hunters must steel themselves and explore sealed areas in order to progress deeper into the ruins.
I'm sure these sealed areas are full of hidden treasures, but there's always a catch.
Surprise and danger rolled into one. I'm sure Kafka would get a kick out of
Minigames.
this.
Is it
Treasure
Minesweeper?
hunters will need endurance, courage, and insight if they want to succeed.
Is that a
It's
Minesweeper?
almost certain that the sealed areas will contain enemies, but supplementary items
except
and
it's
key
just
cards
random.
to other sealed areas are the secrets to progression.
No
This
numbers.
is a solo mission, right? It sounds like a tough challenge to take on
No
alone.
numbers,
Oh,
so it's
they
not a
won't be
Minesweeper.
alone. During exploration,
Also, I can't
treasure
believe
hunt-
that people don't know what the numbers in Minesweeper actually do. There are so many people who think that the numbers that appear are score.
hunters can be sure to run into familiar faces.
Let's hope that we're happy to see them.
So do treasure hunters get any kind of special rewards?
Ah, of course! In the Underground Treasure Hunt event,
Don't tell me you don't know. Don't tell
aside from the usual Stellar Jade, treasure hunters can obtain the theme.
Don't tell me you don't
Where's
know what the numbers
rabbit
do.
Chat box.
Isn't the rabbit in the chat box?
It's a treasure chest. What I'm trying to say is the theme of the chat box is called Where's the Rabbit?
Okay. So the rabbit's in the treasure chest, right?
In version 1.2.
Not Minecraft, what the heck? Can I Google that? Hold on. Does Google have Minesweeper? Does. When you press somewhere, it shows you how many mines are around the number. Which means since there is one mine around this number, that means there has to be a mine there. And since there is one mine around this number, it has to be there, so this one is fine. There is one that one is fine. This is a mine. In case you didn't know. I didn't think I would be explaining Minesweeper today.
The
we go.
message and chat box functions will be enabled for the first time. Trailblazers can obtain and swap between chat boxes. And I'm not just talking about the friend chat screen, I'm talking about the game's character interaction chat boxes too.
Oh, I love the rabbit design. It seems like something Clara would like too.
So cute.
That's cool, to be fair.
So cute.
Do you think Svarog could have designed it for
Oh,
her? Maybe?
Interesting thought.
That's
Safe
cool to be
say
fair.
that chat boxes will continue to get updates.
They're
Trailblazers
cool.
will be able to view and swap between those they already have, as well as view those they've yet to obtain.
Just a little detail. What I hope they do is they also give it to the NPCs, and maybe some NPCs have a unique ones that you get through, I don't know, friendships, like you're doing Genshin.
On to the next event.
Except that you
Where
get
are
nothing
you,
really.
Mystery Trotter?
This really is the version of missing creatures, isn't it?
The good news is, all of them can be found.
Okay, gotta
Regan
catch
of
them all.
Belobog has come across a new scientific research gadget. Homemade sensor number 223. The device is able to detect mysterious coordinates that display abnormal readings.
I recognize that abnormal reading. Isn't that just a trotter?
Oh no, don't tell me that we have to fight it. I mean, sure, it's a little scary, but it's cute, right?
If I told you it dropped Stellar Jade, would that change how you feel, maybe?
Kill it, destroy them all.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Vanquish them all.
Sorry.
You know what's tastier than bacon?
What?
Forgotten Hall updates! In version
Okay.
1.2, the brand new memories of Cienjo, the Voyage of Novice Striga, will be arriving.
Yeah,
Cool,
now we're
I
talking.
like these updates.
That's not all.
Very cool.
After clearing the Forgotten Hall Memories of Cienjo Stage 1, Trailblazers can obtain the 4-star character Yukong.
Cool.
In addition to the Forgotten Hall, the simulated universe will also be receiving an update in the
Nice.
form of World 7.
Nice, like very much
the
like
brand
that.
new planar ornaments, Rutilant Arena, and Broken Keel will be added to the World 7 immersion device.
Wow.
And the ride doesn't stop.
Trait when skill, okay. Is effect resistance used on anyone at all? I don't really know.
Up there either.
Who
In
would use
version
that?
1.2's planar
Why would
fixture
you
event,
use that instead of, like,
Trailblazers
defense?
that successfully challenge the simulated universe can obtain a set amount.
Why on Lucha though? Why? Why? Isn't it better to stack him up with attack? Yeah, it's situational. I don't think it's like a cookie cutter, like, you have to go for it, you know.
Of double planar ornament rewards. Meanwhile, in the Alchemy Commission's Cavern of Corrosion,
Ah, right, so he doesn't get CC'd, so he's a reliable healer. Which makes sense. But wouldn't that still be situational? Like, maybe against bosses that, you know, like, heavily CC your team and stuff.
Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Cavern Relics.
Max HP.
Longibus Disciple and Messenger Traversing
Very cool,
Hackerspace.
and speed.
And finally, in
Ooh.
1.2's Realm of the Strange event, players that successfully challenge the Cavern of Corrosion can obtain a set amount of double Cavern Relic rewards. Whew. And, I think we're gonna go pass out for a while. Over to you guys.
Is that it?
No problem. We got you, buddy. We got you. In version 1.2, the 2 companion missions, Letter from a Strange
still
Woman
still didn't
and
do
For I
Lucha's
Have Touched
companion
the
mission.
Sky will be arriving.
In a
still wanna do
letter
that
from
one.
a strange woman, the Trailblazer will receive a request from Kafka. As for how the Trailblazer should respond, I only have one thing to say.
Uh-huh.
When
What is
you
that?
have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
I'm trying to think. Wasn't there a quote like... There was a similar quote when you were picking from the chests in Belobog, I believe. And I chose the wrong one.
All will be revealed in version 1.2.
Is that one?
Isn't he supposed to be passed out?
I think someone's playing sound bites. I should say a little something about
Ah, yeah, okay, there was the one. Wasn't that the quote about you making the story? I guess she had so many quotes. No, it was similar. It was a different quote, but it was similar. I'm trying to remember it. I don't remember.
the other companion mission. In For I Have
Kafka
Touched
says
the
a lot
Sky,
of things.
An accident has occurred in Stargazer Navalia. When the Trailblazer investigates, they find a girl in trouble. Who could she be? And what secrets could Yukong be hiding?
Thanks for watching Keeping Up with Star Rail.
Hey, sound guy. A little early on that one.
Before we bring things back to a close here,
Okay.
let's talk about the ever-popular reward events. Version 1.2 will see the
Ooh, 10
return
more
of the
pools.
Gift of Odyssey check-in event.
How many
During
people
the
like
event,
those?
as long as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, doesn't have to be consecutive. They can
Sure.
acquire 10 Star Rail special passes.
Very much like that. If only Genshin had that
That's
too.
exciting.
Can somebody get Corey some water, please?
Is that it? I mean, they are bringing it back because it works. That's the main reason. It works.
Well, I said it last time, and I'll say it again. Time flies when you're having fun.
Uh-huh.
Another special program has come to an end. We talked
Okay, I
about
assume
a
there's gonna be
lot
one
of
more teaser
1.2
at the end then.
features. You guys,
Just
any
like what
favorites?
Genshin does.
Gotta be that boss fight for me. When the crew fought the Doomsday Beast and Cocolia, Welt was watching from the sidelines. This will be the first time we see him on the battlefield.
Ooh.
So
That's true.
watch your back, Fantilia.
Welt is probably my
I'm
favorite
excited
character.
to see more of Blade. Heck, I recorded enough fighting efforts to
Even
lay down
though
an
he didn't do
album.
much.
We better get some fight scenes.
It's
Come on.
because I
Not
watched
to
the lore
mention,
video,
it seems
alright?
like him and Don
That's
Hunt
why.
are finally about to meet. Something tells me
That's
they're not
why.
gonna settle things over a cup of tea.
Uh-oh. As for me, it is all about Kafka. Although
Other
I
than
am
that, I
curious
like the
about
Trailblazer, to
Tales
be
of the
fair.
Fantastic
I like the main
event,
character,
because
too.
It sounds like Trailblazers have plenty of room to get creative.
Seems like we're all a little biased here. but one
Totally.
thing is for sure, 1.2 is a version to look forward to. Albert here has done a good job keeping us in check today, you know, and there's still a lot of mystery out there for you Trailblazers.
Also, no, you know what? No,
to delve
Pom Pom.
into.
You know what? Never mind.
You
Pom
guys
Pom.
were a
Pom
handful,
Pom is the best.
right? But hey, we made it out
I
alive.
lied. Pom Pom.
That's it for Honkai Star Rail version 1.2 special program, folks. Thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in, and see you for the next one.
I hope Pom Pom actually gets a.
Bye.
Cheerio.
I hope Pom Pom gets the same kind of story progression that Catherine got.
The Interastral Peace Corporation has
What?
just declared the latest galactic bounty hunt, calling for the capture of the Stellaron hunters.
What?
According to reliable sources, Kafka and Blade are expected to appear at the upcoming Cosmic Refreshment Supplies event, which poses a high risk of destruction. We urge the public to remain vigilant. We will announce the whereabouts of the outlaws in due time and are asking for your assistance in bringing them to justice.
Global event? As in... As in, it's gonna be in real life? And we're gonna have a tea? I hope it's Earl Grey, that's my favorite. But yeah, cool patch. Hold on, let me get a drink. Cool patch, to be fair. And if I'm pulling for Kafka, it's not because of Kafka, it's because of Luca, alright? That's my cap. I've had like